Good morning. I want to talk about something this morning. Um, I was watching the news this morning, and Governor Hogan, might as well say, wants people to start wearing masks for at least 6 weeks, is what basically what I was told. Up to 6 weeks or more is what I was told. He wants us to start wearing masks. Well, he's going to sign into law to making this a mandated law. Well, there's a lot of people not going to put up with this, that are not going to deal with this. And there's a lot of people that if they don't do it, they're going to get fined. But he cannot do this because the Indiana governor already said that he will stop it from even happening, even taking place, because he said he's not going to deal with this. And the same thing happens over in Louisville. A lot of states are starting to do this. So to me, is this becoming a martial law? Your governors they can make laws, they can press them, but they cannot do nothing about them. Go read the laws about Indiana governors, or read the laws about Indiana. A governor cannot force a mandated law. Even the president said that he's banning all these mandated laws because people are being forced to do these. It's taking away people's rights. It cannot be done. You trying to stop someone like this, Eric Holman, it's going to get you hurt. I'm not talking about hurt, but it's going to hurt you when you get reelected again. That's what I mean. It's going to hurt you. Just like impeachment, it's going to hurt Biden when he tries to run for president. It's going to hurt him because Trump did nothing wrong. It's the Democrats that tried to impeach Trump. And the 2 articles impeachment that Donald Trump did does not fit the Constitution. So Trump could stay president as long as he wanted, because Congress, the House, violated the Constitution. You think we have the power to do what we want, and sometimes people don't see that, but in the long run, we don't. We feel that our freedom is being taken away. And Eric Holden, our governor for sure, who's trying to do this, is going to start hurting people. It's going to really make people really upset. And it's going to take people to the ground. And they're going to start hurting people for no reason at all. It's going to come to it where people are going to get scared. It's going to come to it where people are just going to, are just going to get upset. They don't know what they're going to do. They're so scared, they don't see what they want to do. They try to make ends meet to make things happen. But a lot of people know I'm looking for something. That's why I keep looking on my computer. I'm looking for something about the laws of Indiana. But anyway, though we think that all these things should be violated, though we think all these things should be different, there's a lot of people out here who are not going to put up with this stuff. And they know what's going on. They see what's going on. They know what's happening. And they know what people do not see. So trying to bring ends meet down on this is not going to work. It's not going to happen. Because Americans are not going to put up with this. 4 months until the elections. And it's COVID-19. I believe in my heart is a scared or a pandemic. If you look at the word pandemic in the middle, the word is demic. The word pan and demic. Demic means another word for Democrats. And all they're doing is using a bioweapon to try to hurt Trump. It's not going to work. It's just not going to work. Americans know it's not going to work. And it won't work because we're not those people that see what's happening. We know for a fact there's a lot of people out here that want to make ends meet. And we're trying to keep up on our bills. We're trying to keep up on, a place to stay. People are losing that because they don't know what to do. They're scared about that. They don't know what to come into. But anyway, it's just one of those things you think people know, and they know the facts. So, over the years, this is what they've been trying to do, or they've been trying to work at. This is what they've been trying to work at. It doesn't matter what they do or how they do it or what they do it with. They know the facts is that it's going to be hard to take freedom's rights away. This man-gunning law, Walmart talking about, you got to have your gun in a holster and all that and everything. If you don't, you can be removed from the store because all the shootings are going on in the world. So the government's not doing, the president's not doing anything, so the government's going to do this. The government's going to make a law where people can't bring their guns in the store or people can't have a gun on them and all that. The government's making all these martial laws that are not going to work. None of these martial laws are going to work. None of the ones from Governor Pashur is going to work. None of the ones from Hogan's going to work because people are not going to pay attention. Do you understand what I'm saying? It's not going to work. And even if you try to force it, it's not going to work. It doesn't matter how much you try, Hogan. It doesn't matter how much you try, Andy Pashur. It's not going to work because once Trump's president again, all this stuff is just going to go poof, disappear because it's all made up to make us believe that these people are dying. These people are dying from cancer, heart attacks, strokes, diabetics, seizures, car accidents. And they want you to believe that they're dying from this. So you got doctors out there that's told to put down COVID-19 if you died in a car accident. You got doctors who are told to put down COVID-19 if you died from a heart attack. You got all these things that people are talking about doing. But these doctors say, no, we're not doing this because we're not going to lie to our own people that person died from COVID-19. They said this morning in New Albany that 515 more cases of this COVID-19. Why do they call it COVID-19 now instead of coronavirus? There's a train out there. Go look at it. It's on YouTube. Type in COVID-19 and look what you see. It'll blow your mind. A train carrying COVID-19 virus in it. It's so weird. But the government's doing this. The government's the one that's killing us. Biden's not going to win the presidency because he's too old, for one. He's starting to show Alzheimer's. He's just not who he's supposed to be. And he's just not who Americans want. And he's not gaining ground with the black people. He's not who he's supposed to be. And a lot of people are not ready to move backwards. They want to stay forward. And this is why I believe Trump is going to win. And he's going to win enormously. Let me tell you one more thing before I get off here. Okay. In 1984, there was a president, Ronald Reagan, who ran against a man named Walter Mondale. Walter Mondale's vice president was a woman. Do you know who it was? It's the first time this has happened, too, in 1984. The answer is Geraldine Ferraro, a woman who was running for vice president. So then we thought John McCain will try it again in 2008 when he ran up against 2012 when John McCain came out, and he had a woman that he made his vice president, and her name was Sarah Palin. She was going to be John McCain's vice president. But John McCain died of brain cancer a couple years later. Or I know he would try it again for a woman. For the third time. Third time, a Democrat president is trying it again. This time, it's Joe Biden. There is nobody going to pick Joe Biden as a president because our economy is doing good. You just don't think about it, but our economy is actually really doing good. Really doing great. With the smoking, the boat rentals, our economy is still good. So don't let the media believe that Joe Biden is ahead in the polls, because really, in the long run, Donald Trump's doing better in these polls, even though you want to think Joe Biden's ahead. Now, polls are just like opinions. You tell someone something, well, I don't believe you. I'll just have to wait and see if it happens. You know, it's people's opinion of how they feel about this person running for office. The bad thing about it, sometimes those opinions do not lock in place, and they fall apart. They fall apart because they're not meant to be for what they are. They fall apart because people don't see it for what they are. So here's my saying. The Indiana governor can make rules and sign mandate laws, but he cannot make a law without taking it to the proper authorities. He would have to go through the state board, the American board. He would have to go through the state house and everybody like this to make this a mandated law. He can't just up and say, hey, I'm making that a law. That's against people's rights. And people are getting shot out here and killed for not wearing a mask. When I go out that door every day and they want to make a law, I'll fight for my rights because I feel that this is wrong. But is a mask going to help people or is it going to kill people? It's going to kill people. This is why the government came up with a mask deal. It causes people to not breathe because it blocks the breathing that comes out of our... Listen what I'm saying. You're playing with the wrong people. And the devil knows this, so he's laughing. But the people knows for a fact. Are you going to arrest every person out here that does not buy the mandated law? No. Are the police going to force this? No. It's not going to work. People are not going to let none of this stuff happen, no matter how much you try. Listen what I'm saying. None of these things are going to work. And one more thing. Amy McGrath thinks that she's going to beat Miss McConnell. Well, let me tell you something, Amy McGrath. Listen to what I'm going to say, and I'm going to say it once. What happened to Allison Grimes? What happened to Allison Grimes? The same thing's going to happen to you. You're only an army person. You've never been in the law. You never worked the government or anything like this. The only problem with Allison Grimes is she worked for the city. You have never worked for the city. That's why you are not going to make it.